What if you could build your own LEGO Trains theme? Well, you can now. Today we're checking incredible LEGO models made by fans and how to build them right now. Yes, right now. Starting with the Great Western Railroad King class. This 8 studs wide locomotive is truly impressive. Based on the GWR King or 6000 class, they were the most powerful in the fleet. The model includes a massive locomotive and a huge tender. The locomotive is well detailed, but it still has a classy vibe, with that dark blue color scheme and golden accents. There's enough detail here for the model to be realistic, but also not too much wear and tear, so you get a very classy locomotive, almost LGB quality, if you know what I mean. But what if you wanted a cargo car? Well, next up is Cattle Car. This is a simple but super detailed model. So this is a cargo car, but it was made to transport animals, and in this case, cows. I love the attention to detail of this model. We have some interesting building techniques with the use of plank pieces and also the use of this telephone piece. Perfect attention to detailing, if I do say so myself. Well, welcome to Bricklink, the largest LEGO marketplace out there. But few people actually know Bricklink has its own mock section, where you can browse thousands upon thousands of fan creations and yes, even trains. So with LEGO not having a dedicated trains theme, at least in 2025, why not build one yourself? Once you find a design you like, maybe a steam locomotive, a passenger coach or even a full station, you simply download the parts list from the designer's page, then with one click on the easy buy button, Bricklink automatically connects you with sellers all over the globe who have the pieces you need. The system sorts it out for you, picks the most efficient options, and if you want to, even puts it in your cart. Many creators now share their digital instructions for free. That means all you have to pay for are the bricks themselves, and often you can even use parts from your own collection to cut costs. Put it all together and you've got a fan designed train set on your tracks without ever waiting for LEGO to make one. Speaking of that, we have Lisbon Tram, a cute yet fantastical little model, meant to represent the iconic trains of this Portuguese city. The designer has also done a red version, but in my opinion the yellow version is way more iconic. The model includes a detailed tram with some nice use of parts. I love how compact it is and how the designer took advantage of that. We have some clever parts usage, like the crux hats for the roof, for instance. So overall, this is a uber detailed model that would fit into any LEGO city. Next up is Snowy Holiday Train. Now, were you disappointed with the new LEGO Holiday Express? Want a more realistic locomotive? Well, I have just the thing for you. This one is inspired by the now retired Winter Village Tram. This model integrates a programmable battery hub, a train motor and a color distance sensor, and even space to wire one of those LED lights from LEGO. I love the classic vintage Christmas color scheme, it definitely fits the vibe. Next up, it's time to step back into the Victorian railway era with signal box Studster, a detailed LEGO model inspired by the many signal boxes built across Britain in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Compact in size but rich in detail, it captures the atmosphere of a time when every signal was pulled by a man, and timing was everything. The structure combines traditional brickwork on the first floor with timber framing in sand blue on the upper floor. Inside, builders will find a mechanical lever frame for controlling signals and track switches, coal burning stove, a wooden desk, a wall clock, and the essential tools of a 19th century signalman. Both removable roof and separate floors provide easy access to the interior for display or play, as the model was originally submitted for Bricklink designer program, and as so it's way high quality. But that also has a drawback. The instructions here are not free. You have to go to Rebrickable and bind the instructions there. But since this model is quite detailed, I think it's worth it. Next up is Big Train Station, a reimagined version of a classic LEGO set from the 90s. Let's take a trip back to 1990. LEGO released set 4554, the metro station. At this time, it was one of the crown jewels of the LEGO train lineup. With its bright yellow walls, black roof and symmetrical tower, it was unmistakably a LEGO product. The design was simple, playful, perfectly scaled, and featured an iconic color scheme. You'll find a sliding ticket windows, benches, lamps, and just enough detail to spark a story. It wasn't realistic, but it didn't really need to be. This was a station built for play. Now fast forwarding to today and this design, fans have reimagined that same idea through builds like this Bricklink mock. And here the difference is stark. Instead of toy-like simplicity, you get architectural realism. A station that looks like it could stand in the middle of an European city. Tan brickwork, stone detailing, decorative arches, and a roofline straight out of playbook. Even the stairways, flower pots and lamps are created with care, and it's less a toy and more of a piece that happens to connect with LEGO trains. In many ways, the comparison tells the story of LEGO itself. The official set from the 90s captured the imagination of kids in those classic days, while creations like this fan mock show how far the community has pushed the boundaries of what a LEGO train station can be. One is nostalgia, the other is aspiration, but together they highlight just how timeless the idea of a LEGO station really is. Next up is narrow gauge locomotive with display, a classic steam locomotive filled with charm. This build captures a small narrow gauge locomotive paired with a flatbed car, caboose, and display rails, the perfect companion to the designer's earlier narrow gauge rail bus. The engine draws inspiration from the East Coast narrow gauge line, when compact yet hard-working locomotives were the backbone of industrial and regional railroads, and a great example of how small-scale builds can still carry big character. Next up is GNR Stirling. This build recreates one of the most elegant locomotives ever made to run on British rails, the GNR Stirling single, designed by Patrick Stirling in the 1870s. The engine became famous for its massive single driving wheel. Painted in its striking green livery, the Stirling single was a star of the Great Northern Railway, hauling express trains between London and York at speeds that seem incredible for its time. The LEGO version captures that distinctive flowing boiler, the tall funnel, and of course the signature single driving wheel. It's a model that celebrates not just railway history, but also the artisanship of early steam era designs. Next up is Sapphire Dusk, a personal favorite of mine. Meet the Sapphire Dusk, a LEGO interpretation of what luxury rail travel could look like if style never went out of fashion. With its deep navy blue livery, sleek gold lining, and powerful steam locomotive up front, this model captures the romance of overnight expresses that once defined long-distance rail travel. The locomotive itself blends elegance with engineering, carrying polished details like brass fittings, intricate side rods, and a bold front profile. Behind it, the passenger coaches continues the theme of refinement, smooth contours, dark panels framed with gold, and unmistakable presence in the rails. I love the attention to detailing here, I love the color scheme, I love everything about this model. So my friends, we took a look at the incredible LEGO projects you can find on Bricklink. Now if you want to see even more trains, well, click this video on the screen right now and I'll see you right there.